Discover how a millionaire's life-changing gesture transformed two sisters' incredible future. In the heart of a small Midwestern town, two sisters stood against the relentless tide of hardship, their spirits unyielding as the seasons changed. Emma, a determined 22, worked double shifts at the diner and a local convenience store, her calloused hands reflecting a hard-earned resilience. All to support 18-year-old Lily, who should have been carefree, but instead juggled schoolwork and the weight of caring for their ailing mother. Each night, the sisters faced the stark reality of their lives, the fraying edges of their dreams pulled taut against a backdrop of uncertainty and poverty. One sweltering summer day, a ripple of excitement swept through the town. A wealthy newcomer named Michael had arrived, promising to transform a vacant lot into a community center, a beacon of hope. As he campaigned for support, whispers of skepticism followed him like shadows. The townsfolk painted him with the brush of isolation that often clings to wealth. Yet Emma and Lily saw something different, a glimmer of potential behind the polished facade. With nerves fluttering in her chest, Emma approached him, her voice steady but vulnerable. "Why do you really want to do this?" Their conversation unfolded under the midday sun, illuminating not just their questions, but shared insecurities. Michael spoke of yearning for connection, of feeling alone despite his success. In an unexpected twist, a friendship blossomed, fueled by honesty and common ground. "Before we continue, I need to let you know about something important that's happening. YouTube has been making changes to the system and many people are losing notifications from channels they follow. If you're enjoying the content, hit that bell and mark all notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And if you can drop a like, it really helps me with reach. Seriously, it makes a difference. Oh, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm always curious to know who's on the other side of the screen." Now let's continue. Just as the town began to rally behind Michael's vision, disaster struck. A sudden storm swept through, leaving destruction in its wake. In that chaotic moment, when everything they knew crumbled, Emma's resolve ignited like a spark. She rallied neighbors, urging them to support one another, organizing food drives and cleanup efforts. Lily, taking cue from her sister, inspired local youth with her unwavering spirit. They found strength in each other and in Michael, who stood by them, equally shaken yet determined to help. But as they rebuilt, the shadows of doubt crept back in. Long-held prejudices bubbled to the surface, revealing the town's struggle to accept the newcomer who dared to offer aid. Not just him, but the sisters, breaking expected roles. Emma and Lily faced whispers when they accepted his help. The tension thickened as decisions loomed, each one questioning what community truly meant in the face of adversity. One evening, amidst the scattered debris of their lives, Michael revealed an unexpected opportunity for Emma, a scholarship that could change everything for her. As uncertainty loomed, a collective breath held tightly among them. Emma was faced with a heart-wrenching choice: to cling to their small-town roots or chase a future that shimmered like a distant star. The reality of their struggles danced in the air, leaving readers eager for what would come next. Could the sisters reconcile hope with their loyalty? And would the town learn to embrace change threaded through the fabric of their lives? Questions hung in the air, waiting to be answered. Emma stood at the edge of the community center lot, eyes scanning the remnants of the storm's destruction. It was dusk, the faint light fading like her certainty. In her hands, Michael's offer felt heavy, laden with expectation. A scholarship? The word echoed through her mind, igniting the tiny flicker of hope she had nurtured through years of struggle. Yet it felt as foreign and fragile as glass. Lily approached, her face a mix of curiosity and concern. "What did he say again?" she asked, eyes bright and searching. Emma took a deep breath. "He wants to help me go to college." She felt the weight of her sister's gaze. "It's more than just class fees. He wants to mentor me. But what if I take it and it all slips away? What if I end up leaving you behind?" Lily's brow furrowed. We've always talked about dreaming big. You deserve this. Mom would want you to chase what makes you happy." The warmth of Lily's reassurance cocooned Emma but also left a chill of doubt. Could she truly leave the town and her sister? The new friendship with Michael offered a chance for growth, but at the same time, It felt like standing at the edge of a deep chasm. One misstep, and everything could change. The next few days passed in a blur. They worked tirelessly to restore the community center, filled with hope and optimism, but the town's whispers became harder to ignore. Emma felt the eyes of skepticism cocooned in whispers as she and Lily mulled over the scholarship, handling boxes and bags of supplies meant for families in need. One afternoon, as they took a break, Emma overheard a few neighbors talking. "That Michael thinks he can just play savior. And those sisters accepting handouts." Her heart dropped. Were they really being judged for wanting something better? Was Emma's ambition a betrayal? Lily noticed her silence. "What's wrong?" "Just thinking about things. People." Emma's voice wavered. "What if they never see us as part of this? What if I take the scholarship and they blame you? Or us?" Lily paused, a determined glint in her eyes. "We can't let their fears shape our dreams. Besides, you could truly do something amazing. This town can learn to embrace change, and you could help it." The sincerity in Lily's words lit a fire within Emma, but rain clouds of doubt still loomed over her heart. Why couldn't everyone see the good things happening? Why did they choose to hide behind fear instead of stepping into possibility? As days rolled on, tension escalated. The sisters stood united against the swirling storm of talk and doubt, but each conversation pulled at Emma's heart. She felt as if she was standing on the treadmill of life, running hard without knowing where she was headed. The weight of choosing a better future for herself felt more like a boulder pressing down on her soul. Then one evening, after a particularly long day of volunteering, Michael appeared. "Can I talk to you, Emma?" he asked, sincerity etched on his face. She nodded, following him to the quieter side of the site. "I know it's hard, everyone is struggling to accept change." His voice was calm. "But I want you to think about what's best for you. Not just for the town, for your mom, or anyone else. What do you really want?" Staring into his eyes, Emma felt the moment shift. Could she tell him her dreams? Tears pricked at the corners of her eyes. The answer had lain within her all along. But could she say it, with the hope that came with it? The uncertainty sloshed around in her stomach, and she knew a choice loomed on the horizon: freedom or fear. But then came the question that hung heavy in the air: would taking the leap cost her the bond she held so dear, or could it strengthen their ties in ways she hadn't yet imagined? And as she took a deep breath, steeling herself to reveal her truth, she could only wonder how far would she have to stretch her heart to live out this opportunity, and what would it mean for the sisters they had always been? With every inch of her resolve battling the fear within her, the answer awaited just beyond that pivotal moment. What path would they ultimately choose? The moment hung in the air, heavy with possibility. Emma felt her heart race, each thud echoing her growing determination. She swallowed hard, the world around them fading as Michael's earnest gaze pinned her in place. "I want to make something of myself," she finally confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. "I want to go to college. I want to chase my dreams. But I am scared." Michael nodded, his expression softening. "That fear is part of the journey, Emma. Embracing it doesn't mean you will fail. It means you're ready to grow." As Emma processed his words, it was as though a door within her cracked open, letting a stream of light in. Hope felt tangible again, wrapping around her like a warm embrace. Yet, deep beneath that light, the shadows of doubt still lingered. "What about Lily?" she asked, the sibling bond threading through her thoughts. "I can't leave her alone. This town means everything to us." Michael's eyes softened as he spoke. "The right path doesn't mean abandoning the ones you love. You could build a future that includes her. You could help to uplift others in this community." His words resonated, echoing the sentiment Lily had shared. If there was a way to pursue both her dreams and remain connected to Lily and their home, maybe she could find that balance. A flicker of a smile broke through Emma's anxious demeanor. "You really believe I can do this?" "Absolutely," he replied, the conviction in his voice a lifeline. As they stood there, a sense of solidarity formed between them, an alliance fueled by a shared vision. Emma's heart swelled with gratitude, but the nagging whispers from her neighbors echoed back. What would they say if she accepted the scholarship? Would they view her ambitions as betrayal, as if she was turning her back on the community? What if they think I'm just another girl trying to escape? Emma pondered aloud, the idea unsettling her. Or, Michael countered gently, they could see a pioneer. Someone leading by example. You get to shape your story? Emma breathed in deeply, filling her lungs with the possibilities unfolding before her. She imagined herself as a student again, walking through the campus with books in hand, ideas bursting from her mind, and knowledge waiting to embrace her. Yet the thought of leaving Lily behind felt like a stone lodged in her throat. What if I lose everything? What if I'm not ready for this? You won't lose what truly matters, Michael reassured her. This journey could teach both of you things that will deepen your bond. You'd grow, but so can your relationship. Change can be scary, but it doesn't have to be a goodbye. Emma's eyes shone as she weighed his words. What if she was strong enough to bring something back to their town? A glimpse of hope, a spark igniting from her journey? Then she realized, it wasn't just about dreaming big, they could dream together. Can you help me? She found herself asking, growing braver by the second. Can you help me talk to Lily and show her that I can do this? Let's do it, he smiled, and together, they walked back toward the community center, the shadows trailing behind them just a little less overwhelming. As they approached the bustling crowd of volunteers, Emma's heart fluttered. Would Lily understand? In the hum of laughter and conversation, she caught sight of Lily. Emma's mind raced. She mentally prepared the words, feeling both excitement and dread twist in her stomach. Could she unveil her hopes without shattering the fragile peace they had? But a promise lingered in the depths of her heart like a mantra. Embracing change could offer them both new horizons. The stakes were high, and her world hung in the balance between comfort and transformation, but she would have to share it with Lily first. Lily! She called, a rush of adrenaline pushing her forward. Can we talk? As her sister turned to her, an overwhelming wave of emotion surged within Emma. She had to be brave not just for herself, but for Lily too. Would their bond strengthen through this decision, or would it unravel in the face of ambition? Emma felt the weight of the moment shift, and she knew that what happened next would change everything. Emma's heart raced as she approached Lily. The crowd buzzed around them, filled with voices discussing their latest projects, community events, and day-to-day life. But here, in this instant, all Emma could focus on was Lily, her sister, her confidant, her anchor. Yeah, of course. What's up? Lily's cheerful voice cut through the noise, but something flickered in her eyes, a hint of curiosity mingled with cautiousness. Taking a deep breath, Emma felt the air thicken. I have something important to share. It's about college and the scholarship. The smile on Lily's face faltered, replaced by a frown. Oh. I didn't know this was coming. Emma could see the confusion on her sister's face, a mix of surprise and concern. It's a chance for me to go, to experience more than just this town, Emma pressed on, the words tumbling out. I want to chase my dreams, Lily. But I'm scared. What about us? Lily's voice trembled, cutting through Emma like a cold wind. What if you go and things change? What if you forget about me? That fear gripped Emma's heart like a vice. Tears threatened to spill, but she pushed them back, determined to make Lily see. It doesn't have to be like that. I'll always be your sister. I want to bring back all that I'll learn. We can grow together, not apart. But what if you don't come back? Lily whispered, and her vulnerability cracked open something deep inside Emma. That simple phrase echoed loudly in Emma's mind, each repetition drumming up memories of their childhood, their laughter, their struggles, their dreams intertwined. Michael stepped closer, sensing the heavy emotions. Lily, this could be amazing for both of you. Imagine what Emma could bring back, the opportunity to inspire others. You both could be part of something bigger. Emma turned her gaze to Michael, who watched Lily with sincerity. It was the first time she noticed how much he believed in her dream, and that belief offered her strength she hadn't expected. But Lily remained pensive, her arms wrapped around herself as if trying to shield against the change swirling around them. It's just so overwhelming. What if you leave and I'm left here, all alone? No! Emma exclaimed, the urgency palpable in her voice. You want to be alone. You'll stay right where you are, growing too, even if I'm not here all the time. I just want to show you that there's a world out there, and I want to take you with me in spirit. A tear slipped down Lily's cheek, and Emma rushed forward, pulling her into a tight embrace. I promise I'll always come back. I'm terrified too. But I know this is what I'm meant to do, Emma whispered, her voice trembling with emotion. Lily drew back slightly, studying Emma's face. You really want this? You're serious? Yes, and when you look at me, I want you to see that I'm doing it for us. I want to make us proud. The silence stretched between them, punctuated only by the laughter of volunteers in the background. With each passing second, Emma sensed a change in Lily, a flicker of understanding. I want you to be happy, I just don't want to lose you. Emma felt the warmth of hope push through her nerves. You want tea? I want us to share this journey. It may be scary, but we can do this together. Lily hesitated only a moment longer before giving a small nod. Okay. If you really believe this is right, I'll support you. Just promise you won't forget me. Never, Emma vowed, squeezing her sister's hand. But as they stepped back, the fear of the unknown still loomed large. Despite their words, doubt chipped away at Emma's newfound resolve. Would this path truly lead them both to a brighter future, or would it cast shadows that would linger long after she took her first steps away? As the two sisters shared a moment of tentative hope, Michael stepped forward, a new determination glinting in his eyes. What if we start right now? What are the first steps to making this dream a reality? That question hung heavy in the air, filled with promise, yet tinged with uncertainty. Emma's heart raced at the thought of the journey ahead. Could her dreams truly lead to something larger than herself, a change for both her and Lily? Standing at this crossroads, Emma realized that the most daunting part of this leap would not just be the journey ahead but the choices that lay in front of them, choices that held the power to shape their futures in ways they could never imagine. Would they step forward together, or succumb to their fears? With so many questions trailing behind, they stood on the edge of something undeniable. What would their next move be? Emma glanced over at Michael, his enthusiasm igniting a flicker of hope within her. She took a moment, staring down the avenue of options unfurling in front of them like a winding path. It felt surreal, both intimidating and exhilarating. Okay, she said, her voice steadier than she felt. First, I should reach out for more information about the scholarship. That's our starting point. Lily nodded enthusiastically, her earlier fears momentarily replaced by the buzz of possibility. And maybe you can set up some meetings with the admissions counselors? They could help you figure out how to best position yourself. Yeah. I'll make a list of questions, Emma replied, already visualizing the checklist she could fill out. Excitement welled up in her chest, pushing back against the doubts that threatened to creep in. For the first time, she could see that pursuing this dream didn't mean leaving Lily behind, it meant leading them both into a better future. Let me know if you need help finding all the resources, Michael chimed in, always the supportive friend. You can do this. Their conversation flowed freely, a stream of ideas and plans weaving between them. Emma could almost physically feel the weight lifting off her shoulders, replaced by a shared sense of purpose. Each suggestion they tossed around felt like a brick added to the foundation of a new reality. But even as they chatted, something lingered in Emma's mind. Every laugh and glimmer of hope was tinged with that nagging thought, what would happen if this didn't work out? It was difficult to shake off the fear that pulsed through her veins. Emma? Lily's voice pulled with concern as she broke through the moment. What are you thinking about? Caught off guard, Emma hesitated for a moment. Just what if I don't get in? What if I fail? Lily stepped closer, her expression softening. Then we figure out what's next, right? You're already braver than I could ever be for even taking this step. Right, Emma murmured, a hesitant smile playing on her lips. Encouraged by Lily's words, she pressed forward with renewed determination. So together then? We can face this, no matter what comes. Absolutely. Michael added, his voice a buoy to her anxiety. Look, I'll help you practice for any interviews. We'll turn this into our little project. A surge of gratitude washed over Emma. For all the time she felt alone on this path, she now felt surrounded by the unwavering support of her sister and their friend. It filled her with a warmth she hadn't anticipated. As the sun dipped low on the horizon, gilding the town in hues of gold, an unexpected emotion bubbled within Emma. It was the thrill of possibility. This journey was taking shape in front of them, full of uncertainty but also filled with potential. "Okay, team. Let us do this," she declared with newfound energy, her spirit igniting the air around them. Lily laughed, the sound brightening the atmosphere. "Bring it on." But just as the moment began to shine brightly, Emma's phone buzzed, vibrating against her thigh. She pulled it out and glanced at the screen, her heart dropping. It was a message from the town's newspaper, announcing a sudden deadline for a community scholarship she hadn't considered. The information raced through her mind, painting a different option, another fork in the road. "Wait," Emma murmured, staring at the snippet. "I just got a message there's another scholarship, one for students in our town. The deadline is soon." "Like really soon?" Lily shifted closer, reading over Emma's shoulder, and the excitement returned, rippling through their conversation like electricity. "Should we apply for both?" Lily asked, her eyes widening. "I don't know, But as fear began to creep back in, so did determination. "Let us just go for it. What do we have to lose?" Emma inhaled deeply, willing herself to be brave enough to say it out loud. "We can't just chase one dream. We have to chase them all. So, what are we waiting for?" Michael grinned. As they dove into plans to tackle 2 scholarships head-on, Emma felt a shift. The intricate dance of uncertainty and hope spun a web of potential around them, tightening while also inviting. With energy sparking amongst them, Emma realized she was moving towards something remarkable. Choices were unfolding in ways she hadn't expected. As the conversation drew them deeper into the night, a pressing thought surfaced in Emma's mind: what would happen if they pulled this off and won both? And yet, buried beneath that excitement was a whisper: would it be too much change all at once? The path was becoming clearer, but the doubts still hissed at the edges, challenging her every step. Would she and Lily, together, navigate through both opportunities? Or would the weight of their ambitions prove too heavy? Facing these unknowns felt like standing on the edge of great heights, daring enough to leap into the open air. Would they? The next morning, Emma woke up with the sunlight streaming through the window, casting a warm glow across her room. She stretched, feeling a mix of excitement and nerves flutter in her stomach. Today was a new beginning, a fork in the road that could lead to uncharted territory. She sat up, the dust motes dancing in the light, and felt a flicker of doubt creep in. But she quickly shook it off. There was no time for hesitation now. She needed to formulate a plan. After a hasty breakfast, Emma grabbed her notes and sank into the couch with her laptop. The world of scholarships and admissions stretched out before her like a vast ocean, daunting yet thrilling. She first drafted an email for the community scholarship, ensuring to express her ambitions and dedication, tying in how her dreams were anchored in the love and support from Lily. As she hit send, a sense of relief washed over her. With that one small action, she had moved one step closer to her goal. Then she turned her focus to the scholarship for the school she dreamt of attending. The deadline was looming, and she could feel the urgency buzzing around her. She took a deep breath and started drafting another email, this one addressing the admissions counselors. Meanwhile, Lily buzzed around the house, gathering supplies for their after-school study session, enthusiasm radiating off her. "I was thinking," she called out, "we can make a vision board. Just to visualize everything we're going for." Emma's heart warmed at the idea. They had always dreamed together, but this felt different, it felt more tangible. "That sounds amazing. Let us do it," she replied, her spirits lifting. After school, the sisters transformed their living room into a creative haven. Scattered papers, magazines, and art supplies littered every surface. They chatted about their hopes while cutting out images and quotes. Each piece they pinned to the board became a promise, a visual reminder of their aspirations. I can't believe we're doing this, Lily exclaimed, placing a picture of a college campus glowing under a sunset on the top corner. Look at that. It could be us in just a few months. Emma leaned back, admiring their handiwork but suddenly feeling overwhelmed again. What if we try so hard and it still doesn't work out? She couldn't help but voice her insecurities, a shadow creeping back into her mind. No, Lily insisted, voice firm but gentle. What if we succeed? We can't let the fears win before we even begin. Emma took a deep breath, letting the encouragement seep in. They had come too far to doubt now. With renewed determination, she focused on the board, envisioning each dream as a puzzle piece that would eventually click into place. It was getting late, and the sun set low, painting the room in soft oranges and purples. Just as they finished, Michael arrived, a glint of mischief in his eyes. What have you two been conjuring? Lily and Emma exchanged a glance, wide smiles breaking out on their faces. Our future, Emma declared, pointing to the board. She could see Michael's gaze shift to the collage, his eyes lighting up like he was witnessing magic. This is incredible, Michael said, genuinely impressed. He began to take in each carefully selected piece, nodding along as he absorbed their vision. Now we just have to make all of this happen, Emma said, the weight of ambition filling the room. What are the first steps? Michael asked, leaning forward, enthusiasm contagious. Double down on those applications, Emma grinned confidently. And we need to split up some interview prep. We'll tackle this together. They spent the next hour fleshing out strategies, bouncing ideas off one another, laughter punctuating the air, weaving in stories of their past failures and triumphs. Emma felt a swell of love and friendship surrounding her. As the evening deepened, a sense of unity settled around them. Emma realized they were not just chasing dreams. They were creating a support system, a lifeline to pull each other through the uncertainties that lay ahead. But just as the laughter began to settle, another notification pinged on Emma's phone. It was a message from the newspaper again, a reminder of the scholarship's deadline approaching even faster than she expected. The weight of the commitment loomed over her, twisting the excitement into a knot of pressure. Are we sure we can handle this? She suddenly questioned, anxiety bubbling back to the surface. Of course we can, Michael replied, his confidence unwavering. This is just the beginning. We want to know what we're capable of until we dive in. Emma nodded slowly, feeling uncertain yet somewhat reassured by their unwavering belief. What if he was right? As they resumed their planning, Emma's heart raced with a mix of fear and hope. Would they be able to cross the finish line together? What would happen when those decisions needed to be faced head-on? And just as the night wrapped around them, the lingering question surfaced in Emma's mind. What if the support they had now wasn't enough when things got tough? There were so many paths ahead, where would they lead? The next day arrived, heavy with anticipation. Emma woke up to find the sunlight spilling joyously into her room, but today it felt different. She had a mission. She quickly dressed and headed to the kitchen where Lily was already bubbling over with energy. Okay, Em. Today's the day we conquer. Lily cheered, pouring herself a bowl of cereal. The enthusiasm was contagious, and for a moment, Emma's worries faded away. Let us make sure we stay focused, Emma said, her smile creeping back. We can't let anything distract us. I want to give those applications everything I've got. Absolutely. Once we get those sent out, we'll have so much to celebrate. Lily replied, her eyes sparkling with excitement. After breakfast, the sisters dove into their tasks. Emma organized her notes meticulously, while Lily sorted through their list of scholarships. Hours flew by, and they worked seamlessly as a team. When lunch rolled around, both felt the satisfying exhaustion of hard work, but the tension was still there, lurking just beneath the surface. As they munched on sandwiches, Emma's phone buzzed again. It was a message from the Community Scholarship Committee. We look forward to seeing your application. Suddenly, the weight of reality hit Emma. What if they don't see what I see? She blurted out, frustration mounting. What if I'm not good enough? Lily reached across the table, squeezing Emma's hand. You are more than enough. They would be lucky to have you. Just remember, this is about your journey, not just the end result. Emma nodded, but the doubts were creeping back. Was all of this worth it? Just then, her phone lit up with another notification. This one was different. You've got a new follower. It read. Emma tapped the message only to see it was someone from her past, a girl from high school who had always made her feel small. Lily narrowed her eyes. Don't let her get to you, she said, sensing Emma's shift in mood. We have bigger things to focus on. With a deep breath, Emma directed herself back to the task at hand. Okay, let us get back to it. I'll finish my personal statement this afternoon. They spent the remainder of the day immersed in their work, the atmosphere filled with determination. Emma typed feverishly, channeling her anxiety into passionate words, each sentence pulsing with her ambitions and dreams. With every keystroke, she felt lighter. By the time evening approached, she had a rough draft ready. I think I did it, she exclaimed, pride swelling in her chest. Read it to me, Lily urged, eyes wide with anticipation. The words flowed from Emma's lips, and with each paragraph, she could see Lily's expression morphing from concern to awe. That's it. It's genuine, it's you! Lily cheered, bouncing in her seat. Before Emma could soak in the praise, her phone rang, cutting through their celebration. It was Michael. Hey, are you both free? Something happened at the community center you should know about. It involves scholarships. Emma's heart raced. Was this good or bad news? What's going on? Let's just say a surprise announcement just dropped, and it changes everything, Michael said, voice tinged with intrigue. Give us a minute, Emma said, turning to Lily. What could this be? What if it's bad? Lily's eyes sparkled with curiosity. We have to find out. As they dashed to the community center, Emma felt an electric mix of hope and fear. What if this was the emotional shift they needed? Or would it simply add to their mounting pressure? Just ahead, the center loomed, and an anxious crowd was already gathering. Emma's heart beat faster with every step. What awaited them inside? As they entered, the energy crackled. When would they finally understand how this would all unfold? Would this be their chance, or another obstacle to overcome? The doors swung open, and the noise inside the community center enveloped Emma and Lily. People milled about, their faces a mixture of excitement and worry. Emma's heart thudded in her chest as they made their way through the crowd, scanning for Michael. Over here! Michael waved from near the front, and Emma's feet seemed to move before her brain could catch up. As they approached him, she could see more of the crowd gathering around a makeshift stage set up in the center. What's going on? Emma asked, her voice barely rising above the chatter. Michael leaned in, lowering his voice. There's a big announcement from Mr. Thompson. He's a local millionaire and a huge supporter of education. He's been funding scholarships for students around here, but I heard he's about to reveal something new. Lily squeezed Emma's arm. This could be amazing. As they edged closer to the stage, a hush fell over the crowd. A tall figure stepped forward, and Emma felt the room shift with energy. Mr. Thompson, dressed in a crisp suit, cleared his throat, and every eye locked on him. Thank you all for coming tonight, he began, his voice booming. I'm thrilled to announce a new initiative aimed at helping more students pursue their dreams. From this day forward, I will be funding a full scholarship for anyone in our community who has the drive and passion but lacks the financial means to pursue higher education. Gasps echoed through the audience, replaced by murmurs of disbelief and hope. Emma's breath hitched in her throat. Could this be real? And to make this even better, he continued, I'm setting up a mentorship program where students will be paired with local leaders and professionals who can guide them through their academic journeys. Interested candidates can apply starting today. Emma's mind raced. A full scholarship? That was life-changing. She felt a rush of warmth and possibility. She glanced at Lily, whose wide eyes mirrored her own disbelief. As the waves of murmurs spread through the crowd, Emma felt a mix of exhilaration and fear. What if she could apply? What if she could be part of this? Yet another thought tugged at her. What if she didn't? Emma, you have to go for it. Lily said, breaking through her whirlwind of thoughts. This could be your chance. Yeah, but there are so many students here. What if I'm not chosen? Emma's voice trembled, uncertainty creeping in. Michael rested a reassuring hand on her shoulder. You won't know unless you try. You have the passion, and this is a chance to showcase that. Taking a deep breath, Emma nodded. Just then, Mr. Thompson's voice called for attention again, igniting the crowd's energy once more. I will also be holding a contest on who can submit the most compelling application for the scholarship. The winner will receive a personal consultation with me, to tailor their future plans. Emma felt her heart race. This wasn't just about getting a scholarship. It was about standing out, about telling her story. Could she take that leap? As the announcement drew to a close, the crowd erupted into applause. Emma felt both terrified and invigorated, standing on the edge of something monumental. A chance to redefine her future lay before her, but the question remained, was she ready to step into the unknown? As they began to disperse, Lily grabbed Emma's hand. Let us go home and start planning your application tonight. Emma gulped, feeling a mixture of excitement and fear. What if this was truly her moment? The air buzzed with possibility, but also with something else, a faint whisper of doubt. As they stepped out into the cool evening air, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that this new journey was just beginning. But would she have the courage to seize it? With her heart pounding in her chest, Emma's thoughts turned to the application. What part of her story would resonate the most? And in the depths of her mind, a spark flickered. Would she be able to change everything? Emma and Lily hurried home, the night air crisp against their cheeks. They walked side by side, both lost in their thoughts. Emma could feel the thrum of anticipation in her chest, but it was muddled with the looming question, what would she even write about? Okay, let us get down to business, Lily said, her voice bright and eager as they arrived at their small living room. Books were strewn across the table, remnants of their last study session. What do you think you want to share in your application? I don't know, Emma mumbled, sinking down onto the couch. She put her head in her hands. What do I have that as special? There are so many people who have better stories than I do. Lily plopped down next to her, instantly pestering her with nudges. Emma, stop that. Everyone has a story. You just need to find yours. Tell me about your passion. What is it that drives you? Emma looked up, her eyes reflecting the soft glow of the lamp overhead. She often thought about her dreams of becoming a teacher, someone who could inspire others just like her high school teachers had done for her. Yet, the closer she got to that dream, the more uncertainty clouded her mind. I want to help kids who feel lost, like I did when I struggled in school. I want to show them that it's okay to ask for help. That's perfect. Lily exclaimed. You've totally got this. Write about that, feeling the struggle. It all resonate with people, especially Mr. Thompson. He wants to help people just like you. You just have to be real. Emma sighed but felt a hint of hope from her sister's enthusiasm. But what if I can't express it the way I want to? What if my words don't land the way I imagine? You'll never know unless you try. You're creative, and you have that fire in your heart. Just pour everything onto the page, Lily encouraged, her excitement bubbling over. We can brainstorm ideas together, and I'll help you with edits. Emma managed a small smile, grateful for her sister's unwavering support. All right, I'll try. I just need to get it all out. You're right. This is too important to shy away from. As she grabbed a notebook from the nearby shelf, she felt both exhilaration and terror. The more she thought about the impact of a scholarship, the closer she felt to the change she'd always dreamed of. She flipped through the pages, her heart racing as she realized that this could shape her future. Let us start with an outline, where I can bullet point my ideas, Emma suggested, trying to gain her footing in the daunting task ahead. Lily nodded excitedly, leaning over to help. And what if we included a paragraph about our mom? You could talk about how she always pushed you to believe in yourself, despite everything. The mention of their mom brought a swell of emotions. Their early life had been hard, filled with sacrifices. But as the love between the two sisters filled the room, Emma felt renewed determination. Remembering how their mom had juggled several jobs while encouraging her studies fueled her resolve. Yeah, the strength it took to keep going, that's definitely part of my story, Emma mused, her pen poised above the notebook. As the words began to flow, Emma felt lighter. Her spirit ignited as she crafted sentences, diving deeper into her past while envisioning the future she wished to create. Lily cheered her on, counting down time as they worked late into the night. Each hour that passed only intensified the importance of their task. The realization that every message they wrote held the power to reshape Emma's life made Emma beam with renewed confidence. But as the clock ticked past midnight, a new thought crept in. What if she poured everything into this application and still didn't win? What if all her effort fell flat? Her heart sank for a moment, but she quickly shook it away, reminding herself of Lily's encouraging words. Could she really turn her fears into the fuel she needed? As the final moments of the night slipped away, Emma dared to dream about victory. She heard Lily's gentle voice beside her, whispering words of encouragement. But what Emma didn't expect was how difficult it would be to face not just the application, but the very fears that kept her from fully embracing her passion. Would she find the courage when it mattered most? The next morning dawned bright and fresh, as if the world was holding its breath for the sisters' first steps toward change. Emma awoke earlier than usual, filled with a newfound determination. She opened her laptop, ready to move beyond the chaos of yesterday and embrace the possibilities ahead. First, she logged on to check her emails, and there it was, a message from the Community Scholarship Committee confirming they had received her application. A wave of relief washed over her. One step down, only 1,000,000 more to go. With fresh hope blooming in her heart, Emma prepared for her next challenge, her application for the full scholarship announced by Mr. Thompson. She gathered everything she had: the rough draft from her earlier brainstorming session, memories of her mother's unwavering support, and her passion for teaching. Are you ready? Lily's voice rang out, brimming with excitement as she joined her sister at the table. Ready as I'll ever be, Emma replied, the nerves bubbling inside her like carbonation in soda. As the day wore on, they crafted her application together. Each paragraph became a testament to who Emma truly was: a fighter, a dreamer, and a beacon of hope for those who felt lost. They poured laughter, tears, and all their what-ifs into every line. Remember the time we tried to start our own book club? Lily chuckled, wiping a stray tear from her cheek. It was you who made us go for it. We read those terrible books, but you made it fun. Emma laughed, recalling the pile of misfit novels they had accumulated over the months. Yeah, but I learned that it doesn't have to be perfect to be worthwhile. With that realization, Emma's fingers began tapping the keyboard more confidently, the words flowing like a mountain stream. Hours sped by, but in between bursts of creativity, uncertainty still lingered. What if none of this was good enough? What if the scholarship didn't change anything? Just as those doubts threatened to overshadow her excitement, Michael popped in for a surprise visit. Hey, thought I'd check in, he announced, wrapping his arms around both sisters in a warm embrace. Perfect timing, Emma beamed. We're knee-deep in scholarship applications. Awesome. How is it going? Pretty well. But I'm scared it won't be enough, she admitted, vulnerability creeping into her voice. Listen, Michael said, leaning closer. You've already shown more strength and resilience than most people could ever dream. You deserve this. With renewed faith, Emma let his words wash over her. They finished the final touches on her applications and, with hearts almost bursting from anticipation, they hit send together. Done! Emma exclaimed, breathless with relief and excitement. That's it! Lily jumped up, happiness radiating from her. You did it! But even in the midst of celebration, the lingering uncertainty clung to Emma like a shadow. What's next? She asked, a small frown crossing her face. Now we wait, Michael replied, his voice steady. And the best part is that you're on the right path. The tough part is behind you. As days drifted by, the anxiety of waiting loomed large. They kept busy with planning fundraisers for the community center, encouraging other students to apply, and volunteering their time to inspire others. The tight-knit community shifted slowly but surely, opening their hearts to change. They saw Emma's ambition and Lily's unwavering support as strengths, not weaknesses. Perhaps dreams could take shape if rooted in love and connection. Then, one fateful day, Emma received the email she had both feared and hoped for. "Oh my God, it's here! The decision!" she screamed, her heart racing. Lily rushed over, her expression a mix of concern and curiosity. "Open it! Open it!" With trembling hands, Emma clicked through the email, every moment feeling stretched and surreal. As she read, tears streamed down her cheeks. "I got it! I got the scholarship!" The room erupted in joy as Lily threw her arms around Emma, lifting her off the ground. "I knew you could do it! I'm so proud of you!" And in that instant, surrounded by the encouragement of family, friends, and a community transformed by understanding, Emma realized something profound. Dreams were not solitary. They thrived when shared, illuminated in the light of love and support. With newfound clarity, Emma vowed not only to embrace her future but also to return, to uplift her community, and to inspire the next generation just as they had once begun to inspire her. The sisters, united in purpose now more than ever, stood on the threshold of change, ready to tackle whatever came next. Life was a journey, and they were just getting started. As weeks turned into months, they contributed not only to their own dreams, but also rekindled the flame of hope in others. Emma knew this was only the beginning, a step toward a life more extraordinary than she could have ever dreamed. And now, it's your moment to take action too. You need to subscribe now to be part of this incredible journey, and not miss the next exclusive stories. Leave a like right at this moment to feed that algorithm, and share this powerful energy with others. Comment below with your reactions and feelings about this life-changing transformation. And don't wait not even one more second to share this video with at least 5 friends who need inspiration. Your support means everything, and only true fans understand how powerful community can be.